What are the top three things that your clients come to you for that you wish everybody knew? Things that are simple, but the majority of people probably it's foreign to them.
So the first one I would say is starting as soon as possible, right? Is don't delay. If you're listening to this, or if you've been thinking about, maybe paying off some debt first and then starting to save or invest money later, the sooner we can start saving money. And I feel like this is something that everybody should know, but sometimes I feel like I have to drill it into people's heads. Some of my family members is, it doesn't matter how much you can save right now. If you're young, if you're broke, if you have a lot of debt, whatever it is, put $20 a week or a month, $50, whatever it is, open an investment account and start investing into something as little as you can, because you want to allow for compound interest to do its magic. The sooner we can start getting money into these investment accounts, the sooner those dollars can start compounding over time, right? So if we start later, we're going to have to save a lot more money down the road. But if we start sooner, we could save ourselves more money down the road if we can start saving with that lower amount today, if that makes any sense. So so start now, start saving now, however old you are. If you have a 401k plan, this is a no-brainer. I've talked to a lot of people who are like, where do I get started? Do you have a 401k plan? Yeah, do that. It's almost thoughtless, right? It's already provided by your employer. All you have to do is enroll. It comes out directly from your payroll. So you don't even have to think about transferring money from your account to the investment company. Mm-hmm. It's literally coming from your payroll, right? So that's the easiest thing anybody could do is if you're not enrolled in your company's retirement plan, do that. And if you think that that's not a good idea, we can talk about that offline, but there's a lot of reasons why you should be doing that. The second one is kind of the same thing we talked about in the beginning, which is, again, most people don't really know this, but you got to save first and spend later. So what I mean by that is getting ourselves and changing our mindset from spending first, which means, I get my money, I get my paycheck, I pay my bills, and I wait till the end of the month to see if I can save anything at the end of the month. Instead of approaching it that way, we should really approach things as, okay, here's what my list of expenses are. Here's what I want to buy next month. Here's what I want to budget for. And so maybe I make $4,000 a month. My fixed expenses, rent and utilities and everything, maybe that's $3,500. And, I'm going to give myself $200 to splurge on maybe a new technology thing, whatever that I need, accessory. So I have a couple $100 left over that I'm going to save. So that extra couple $100, instead of waiting until the end of the month, I'm going to save that in the beginning of the month, right? I'm going to set that aside. So it's having this mentality of save first and then spend later. So you're really only spending whatever money is left over as opposed to saving whatever's left over.
Got it. Okay.
So that's a different mindset, kind of a framework, a shift. And then the third one really applies to business owners. I don't know why this isn't an obvious one, but if you're a business owner, you gotta have yourself some kind of a retirement plan, SEP IRA, 401k, something, because you are missing out on some major tax deductions. Set aside saving for retirement. If you're complaining about taxes, having a 401k plan or a SEP IRA is the easiest way for you to lower your income tax liability. So that's a no-brainer. In fact, most of the time when I'm working with a business owner, if I don't see that, that's my number one recommendation. And I'll be able to identify that within 15 minutes of our conversation, usually. And I'll say, hey, and by the way, if you do that, you're going to be able to save yourself approximately this much money in taxes. Is it worth it? Yeah, I think so. All right, well, let's set that up, right? So yeah, those are probably the three most, I think, common things that people should know about and probably don't.